Oh yeah, guys, we're on live. Hey, I gotta take my glasses off too. Hey, Weather Abe happening here. Hey, Tex Wax, look alive. Let's go.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right, it's forecasting time.
All right.
All right, here we go. Hey guys, Hurricane Irma. We're gonna bring you the latest as of the 5 o'clock advisory. Gonna give you an update on what's going on with it. So Ryan, hey, shoot us. Tell us what that 5 o'clock advisory is like.
All right. 5 o'clock advisory on Hurricane Irma. Center is located at 22.1 north, 76.5 west. Max winds at 155 miles an hour, making this a strong Category 4 hurricane. Movement is to the west at 12 miles per hour, and the last we checked, the pressure was at 925 and holding steady.
All right, guys, that well said. Hey, that west movement is very important because of two reasons. One, it might hit Cuba, which might significantly weaken it, which is not good. Which is good for Florida because it'll be less intense, but it might not be good for Cuba. But on the other note, we have to do a nice round of applause because we got that track right, guys. We're pretty much within like 20 miles of what the National Hurricane Center has right now, and we forecasted this out 2 days ago. So good job to us. I'd say we did a good job. On the meantime, though, hey, we're going to stay with that track. We're not going to change it. It's pretty much going to follow that track. But let's look at Hurricane Irma, shall we? And what do we have here? That doesn't look like Hurricane Irma. Are you sure it's Hurricane Irma? You didn't lie to me, did you?
No, I didn't lie to you. That's still Hurricane Irma.
Hmm.
It's not looking as impressive as it did a couple days ago, but it's still the same storm. Um, what you're seeing here is a couple of things. You're not seeing the same deep convection that you had a couple of days ago, and you're also not seeing the same, at least in the first few frames, the same symmetric eye pattern that you had a couple of days ago. And that's probably due in part to the eye wall replacement cycles that it's been undergoing.
That's understandable. So, hey, like I said, we did get the track right, but the intensity, as you noticed, it did drop out of Category 5 range, and it's going to stay that way until they have at least forecasted here. We believe it's probably going to intensify a little bit sooner than that, and then it'll strengthen to a Category 5 and hold steady until it makes landfall. At least that's what I think it's going to be. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I think we stick with our initial forecast. It's going to probably be a low end Cat 5, maybe high end Cat 4, but I think we came to a consensus and you're going to stick with the low end Cat 5.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, hey, let's bring it back to here. So, as we said, we got the track right, good to us. Intensity, we kind of missed a little bit. So, what are we looking at in the sense of time frame, Ryan? So, let's bring this back up here. And what do you think we're going to end up doing? I mean, do you agree with the 2 a.m., 2 p.m. where they have Sunday marked on their map?
Well, if it follows that track, I can understand those times. But if we're going based off of our track, which I think this one's going to take, then the time frames that we had talked about before, you with the 7 a.m. and me, this 8 to 10 a.m. time frames, I think those are going to be more reasonable.
All right, well, that makes more sense the way that way. I agree with that because of the reason being that this speed is going to be crucial. The slower it goes, that means it's going to turn sooner. Like we've been saying before, if it turns sooner, then our track's going to be more accurate. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be out here where it makes its turn because no, it's going to make its turn in the middle of the center and probably more towards where we are, which is about right here. So it all depends on that speed. If that speed drops even further than what it is right now, it could turn sooner and go right over Lake Okeechobee. But for right now, in all intents and purposes, our line is going to be about right there to the left of Lake Okeechobee, straight down to about here, which it'll hit about 7, 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and then make its due north track towards Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois before it finally fizzles out and dies. So, one more time frame. So we're gonna go back to this page. I also noticed that they have it weakening slightly once it gets to uh, once it gets into Florida past Georgia. It goes almost down to a tropical storm. I don't know. Do you agree with that, Ryan?
Yeah, I noticed that when we had this up before, is that they had that dipping down into a tropical storm around the Florida Georgia border, if I recall.
Yeah. And so what we're saying is about right there Here, let me get that picture up for you guys. Right here is this tropical storm location here. And yeah, I also have the other 2 hurricanes up because this isn't the only one out there, but we're not worried about those 2 right now. So tropical storms, they're going to have it about right there, and then eventually just fizzles out to nothing really. So as we said, guys, it's a tense storm. It's not going to change very much. The track about when it's going to actually turn northward is about around 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. And then once it goes that way, it's eventually just going to make a turn and eventually fizzle out in where it's supposed to fizzle out. Ryan, do you have anything else you want to tell them? Anything else you'd like to show them?
Other than that, just stay informed, listen to your local law enforcement, your local news, get information about this storm. If you have an evacuation order, please heed that. Be safe. Don't go out flying kites or doing anything stupid like that during the storm. Just be safe.
No Ben Franklin experiments this time, guys. No swimming in the waters, no surfing. Even though it might seem fun, it's not going to be the safest thing to do. Also, remember, keep informed. Don't forget about our page, Honest Weather Network. Like it, visit it, comment, tell us anything you like, anything you don't like, whatever the case may be. Just give us some insight to what you want to see. If you want any more forecasts or any other ideas that you guys have for us, let us know. And as for that,
and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask us. We'll do our best to answer them to the best of our ability.
Likewise, thank you for that input, Ryan. All right, guys, hey, we're going to let you go. Take it easy. If we have any more updates, believe us, you're going to hear it first from Honest Weather Network. So take it easy, guys, and good luck to you.